Good evening. Welcome to Washington. I'm Brett Baer. Hurricane Harvey stormed ashore in Texas 1 week ago tonight. 7 days later, the numbers are staggering. At least 39 dead. Tens of thousands of structures damaged or destroyed. Tens of thousands of people displaced. And hundreds of thousands already seeking billions of dollars in federal aid. But it's also a story about individuals and families. And some of them are still in danger tonight. Correspondent Peter Doocy starts us off in Houston, where some families are being allowed to see for the first time what's left of their homes. Good evening, Peter.
Good evening, Brett. In West Houston right now, there are actually boat rescues underway. It's a part of town where there is a voluntary evacuation order. Officials are saying that water levels could still rise as more water is released from dams over the course of the next 2 weeks. That is just one part of Texas that is going to take a couple weeks before they can even start to try to get back to normal. Port Arthur's Motiva refinery still submerged. The high water there is part of the reason gas prices are higher across the country. But Texas Governor Greg Abbott doesn't want Harvey victims worrying about long lines at the pump or a shortage.
The bottom line is that the state of Texas will have plenty of gasoline showing up at gasoline stations across the state of Texas. So don't worry, we will not run out.
The Pentagon said today, since Harvey hit, the military and Coast Guard have combined for 16,000 rescues, and there's more help on the way. 2 more Navy ships will be on the Texas coast by Wednesday. That's as some law enforcement helicopters begin a new phase of Harvey recovery. There's been a change. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection Black Hawk helicopters used by the Air and Marine Operations Flight Group are no longer just doing aerial water rescues or dropping off food in areas that can't be reached. They are helping law enforcement monitor areas that police cars can't get to for looters. The aerial tour by Black Hawk helicopter also took us over Beaumont, a town where Harvey's high water actually cut off the water supply because a pump station flooded. At ground level, some residents lined up at a nearby Walmart for bottled water. At a Civic Center turned shelter, others took inventory of the ways their lives have changed for the worse in the last week.
We done lost everything. My family, they are gone. Our house is definitely gone. Cars are gone. We don't know what we're going to do, but thank God for the shelters.
Tomorrow, President Trump will return to the impact zone with planned stops in Texas and Louisiana. Today, he pledged long-term support.
Together, we will help them all recover from this tragedy. We'll renew our hope in community, and we'll renew our hope and rebuild those homes and businesses and schools and places of worship with a strength and vigor that comes from the love within our souls.
In Houston, where conditions are improving, the mayor is pleading with residents who didn't evacuate before the water came to evacuate before the mold comes.
To remain in your homes for the next 10 to 15 days is simply not in your best interest.
And in that time frame, there's danger for parts of Texas spared by Harvey so far.
There may be some people who live near the Richmond, Texas area who have not yet been impacted by flooding waters. You need to understand about the possibility that you could be impacted by flooding waters in the coming days.
This is what it looks like in every neighborhood we've been to where the water is low enough for residents to safely return. The next step of Harvey recovery includes the very painful process of discarding a whole house full of memories for tens of thousands of families in Texas. Brett.
A long process. Peter Doocy live in Houston. Peter, thank you.